Welcome back to Bourbon Barrel Talk. I'm your host, Scott Minton, and we're back in the Brock Bourbon Bar, and we're drinking some whiskey, and we're going to have some fun, and this is going to be a weird tasting of two finished bourbons.
Yeah.
What do we got, Carl?
So the first one we're going to try is a Starlight Carl T. Huber bourbon whiskey finished in Japanese Mizunara barrels.
Woohoo!
And then the second one's going to be a Good Times bottle of, it's an Amuburana with a honey finish. So,
all right. Amuburana and honey, huh?
And the Amuburana honey is 119 and the Mizunara is 116.
There we go.
All right. If some people are not familiar with that Amuburana and honey combination, recently Penelope was more famous for that because they released a Rio series.
My name is Rio, and she dances.
So if you actually notice the bottle on the back of the bottle, it says Rio.
Yeah, it does.
Funny.
But they've also did several others in that series too of the Rios.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they're starting to expand a little bit, but the first ones that really came out was just honey and the Amuburana.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%. So 119, 116. So we're going to drink through these. And for people that maybe aren't familiar with the Mizunara barrels, those are typically known for, I mean, the big ones were what? Angel's Envy did a Mizunara cask. Rabbit Hole did a Mizunara cask.
Barrel
Barrel
did the
Bourbon,
combination, what was it, Seagrass.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that being said, most of those were extremely older barrels of whiskey. They did 10 or 12-year-old, juice that they finished in those Japanese Mizunara casks. So,
Yeah, this one's only 7 years old.
so I'm
Well,
kind of
that's just the bourbon part,
Right.
not the
Yeah.
Mizunara.
So I'm kind of anxious to see what this one turned out like, with it being a much younger, version of that of the bourbon in that type of cask. So
All right.
let's hit it. Everybody grab that Mizunara on the left, and we'll dive in deep and go from there. I will say the color on this thing is way lighter.
Yeah, it's almost a honey chamber style color.
I'm almost wondering if this wasn't a toasted Mizunara cask rather than an actual charred.
It's possible.
I don't know, but the legs are
Oh, it's got legs for days.
Yeah.
like days.
The color doesn't seem like it would be a 7-year-old though.
Yeah.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
got a lot younger color.
It
Yeah.
does. It looks like a 3 or 4-year-old
Yeah.
whiskey based on the color.
Now, for those people who are not familiar with the Japanese Mizunara, it tends to be a sweeter style
Yes.
of wine that comes out of it.
Correct. Man, it's got a sweet, delicate nose, man.
Oh yeah.
Some delicate fruit, a little bit of floral note, almost like an apricot.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I was like,
Well,
Real light stone fruit.
Yeah, but I say
Yeah.
we're missing Jared.
Yeah.
Talking about the
Stone
stone fruits. So
it almost has like a dried apricot flavor.
And I'll be honest with you, it's almost champagne-esque. It's so light and fruity.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going in for a pull.
Wait until you take your first sip.
Wait till I take my first
On your
sip.
last comment, at least to me, as the guy that doesn't drink champagne or anything to that effect.
Champagne.
Yeah.
Champagne.
It has that hints of it.
It kind of does have some of those hints.
Yeah.
A real effervescent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost
Like,
feels
It's
like
all
bubbles.
up front.
But it is very stone fruity. It's very
Yeah.
peach and nectarine and apricot.
All those stone fruits.
Yep. None of the dark ones. All the
No,
real light
it's the
stuff.
light
Yeah,
ones,
it's all
yeah.
the light stuff. It's very delicate.
It doesn't have much of a back palate.
It doesn't. It's all front and mid.
All front.
There's
yeah,
a little
exactly.
bit. There's just this, and maybe maybe I'm just being influenced from what some of the stuff that I drank earlier tonight. But I'm getting still a touch of mint on this in the mid palate,
No, there's a mint.
on the middle, in the mid, like on the sides of your tongue,
Yeah.
where your jawline is.
There's I almost get like honeysuckle also on this a little bit.
Yeah, a little field greeny,
Yeah.
but it's just so delicate and sweet. It's
Yeah.
weird. I wasn't expecting that at all.
I really don't want to put water in this.
I don't either.
might ruin it.
Yeah. Because it's already not drinking the proof.
Yeah.
It probably drinks more like a 102, 103.
Yeah.
I'm afraid it'll go straight field green and rye spice if we
Yeah.
add water to it.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm gonna do it anyway.
Man of conviction.
I am not that.
Bring it on. I'll go with you.
I don't know.
Nick's been so troubled today.
I have. It's one of those things like going, I'm getting, am I getting the tiny, like, it's weird. It's like from the flavor that I'm, getting on the palate, it's kind of like, it's like I'm expecting those sweetness mixed in with a little bit of field greens coming left and right, and then it's like mint. Just light touch mint.
Sorry,
Mint.
Scott and I are we both put drops of water in there, and we're both giving each other these strange
Sour
looks.
puss face.
So, is it just me, or did tobacco come out of this thing somewhere?
Do what?
Yeah.
How did a drop of
Here,
water?
no. Car. Go ahead.
I
And
mean, I
just
literally just
nose
threw.
mine.
Well, I mean, and I literally put one drop in mine, and it almost immediately
boom.
went to
That completely changed
tobacco.
that smell. I don't know.
I'm diving in. I got to drink it now. Shit.
Yeah, just a couple of drops.
I only got enough for about one.
So it does kill the taste. Mm-hmm. It does go to more of that rye spice and stuff.
Yeah.
So the tobacco does not come through on the palate.
No, it doesn't. No.
As a matter of fact, pepper. It's like
Yeah.
almost straight like white pepper on the tongue.
Yeah.
That's not pleasant.
It's not pleasant at all. This is definitely a neat pour.
Absolutely.
Water absolutely
But
just
I'm
murdered
going to tell you what,
it.
the nose killed it.
No.
Yeah, I'm about to
is
say
inc-
from nose standpoint.
Oh yeah, nose is great.
Right.
Flavor killed.
love to you like you want me to. That nose was delicious. I was like, man, that's sweet and tobacco, dude.
And
I'm
then
like,
you're like, damn.
I was feeling that. I was feeling that Boys to Men moment there for a second, man. When I was getting that nose in there, and then the next thing you know, I was like, whoa, it gave me a little bite.
Once you looked under the
Little pepper.
hood, you were a little disappointed.
That's right.
Yeah, that water took everything away from the
It
Mizunara.
did.
Yeah.
It killed.
Bro.
It killed
Yeah.
all that sweet delicateness, man. It went straight just rye, spice, and pepper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and,
weird.
And it's a different kind of pepper or rye that even I don't prefer.
No, I like fries, and
Bingo.
that ain't right.
I mean,
it.
I
No.
enjoy kind of like the peppery stuff. So
Oh, we know.
I don't mind
You like
pepper.
spice.
Yeah,
And even white pepper, I don't really mind. It's just one of those catch-22s that, like, it was definitely not expected at that point.
no,
correct from the sweetness and as you were talking delicateness
Yeah.
of it coming to then because you don't associate pepper with delicate. That's the harsh and it's going to hit you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder if that's one of the 70-20-10 barrels, or if that's bottles, or if that's a 4-grain, or if that's a 60-20-20, a Ted special.
Who knows?
Well, it was Ted's pick.
Oh,
I bet it was a 60-20-20
Never mind.
then.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. All right.
Never
As
mind.
I'm looking at this,
Good times, good old times.
Yeah.
They changed the label on this one, and this is the Honey Ambriana cast.
I think just this is because the actual juice is a little older. That's why
older.
they called it good old times.
Wow, the nose on this thing is crazy.
So are the legs.
Man, it's got all that baking spice. Got a
I
little
haven't
bit of
even
that
gotten to the
honey.
nose.
Let's see here.
now when you compare the colors between the two,
Oh, man.
Oh, it's
Night
night
and
and day.
day.
Yeah, 100%.
Age 7 years.
Yeah.
Oh, but damn.
couldn't find that.
You're welcome.
You are blind.
So
Thank you. I know that.
You want me to have you open up
we
another
have
Starlight bottle?
So we got Boys to Men and Duran Duran with these two bottles here.
Right.
We got Rio and
God.
It's weird. It's like you get the typical Amuburana nose where you're getting
Yeah.
that kind of like the
Cinnamon.
cinnamon
Yeah.
sugar
Cinnamon
mix,
sugar, yeah.
but you have this little subtle sweetness that's kind of coming underneath.
Oh,
that
you can
nose.
definitely tell the honey's there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I said, but it's coming in underneath.
smells
everything.
like a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios with graham crackers.
Mixed cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah, cinnamon toast crunch. That's
Ooh.
what I say. Yeah, that's what it smells like to me. Look, it smells like
Yeah.
a bowl of
Yeah.
dead up like Honey Nose Cheerios with cinnamon toast
Honey
crunch.
nose Cheerios.
Like, what did I say?
Honey nose
nose.
Cheerios.
Oh.
Nose Cheerios.
You're a honey nose, yeah.
Whee!
I was sitting there thinking, but that's what it smells like. It's on the nose, honey nose Cheerios. I'll take that. I don't care. But yeah,
Honey Nut
Honey Nut Cheerios.
There we go.
so Honey Nut Cheerios, almost like you ate the cinnamon toast crunch first, and then you were out of that cereal, but you still had milk left, and you dumped the Honey Nut Cheerios in on top of it, and then you ate the Honey Nut Cheerios. But that's what it would smell like.
So there's actually the cinnamon toast crunch seasoning. So it's like you put that with the Honey Nut Cheerios.
Okay, you're just
Or you
telling
just
me
make
some
your own.
shit that I have no idea what you're talking about. But yes, that I could see where you're coming from.
No, they do sell it.
I didn't say they didn't.
I know. I've got a bottle upstairs.
See, she got a bottle of
It's
it.
not a
upstairs.
shock.
Again, have you seen Nick's spice cabinet?
All right,
I don't think he has.
throw
shit.
the mouth. Throw the mouth on there. What we got on the taste? Everybody getting a little deep dive on this. Have you already got your wet your whistle on that one, Nick?
I got the first one, and it is a weird amalgamation, and that's the best way that I can pull it. But the mouthfeel is.
Did you say
really
amalgamation?
Yeah.
That's like a $5 word, dog. I'm not used to you getting that fancy with us.
No, he doesn't.
But the mixture is there. It's just that it's certain things you don't expect it to hit you, and it's really nice. I think it's pleasant because you get the in past podcasts. Whenever we've had the honey, you get this weird sweet burn
Yeah.
from the honey, and I'm not getting it with this.
I'm not getting the sweet burn, but I will say it seems very cinnamon forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like the front and back palate are cinnamon, and the mid palate's like a honey to me, or sweetness.
Yeah, honey, brown sugary type
Somewhere
thing.
in there,
but
yeah.
but it's just it's not what I expected with the
No.
two mixed together. I was expecting it just to be a really, really sweet version of an Ambriana finished bourbon.
But it has like the different levels.
Yeah.
To me.
It's layered. Yeah, it's definitely got some layering to it. I'm just kind of curious how this was finished. Like was it a bourbon that they finished in the honey first, then they finished it off in the Ambriana cask, or was it something that was Ambriana and then threw it in the honey?
Or I'll give you option 3, what I think had happened. They took an Ambriana barrel and they took a honey barrel
And they just blended the
and
two.
they blended the
Blended.
two.
That's a possibility
That's
too.
possible. See, and I actually get a whole lot of
I don't know if that would be
sweet honey.
possible at 180 bottles, though.
Well,
Well,
if you took half of each barrel, right?
Yeah.
If you did have, yeah.
Please understand, Old Times is known for doing those different barrel mixes and
Yeah.
combinations.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So it's very possible that they had like maybe a half a barrel of something, because they've done like random cigar mixed with other fruit flavors before. So I see it to where they could have done that. Now, did they do that with that? We don't know. Not without
That
asking.
is possible, yeah.
Not without asking the actual person who did it.
I'm so used to just, okay, here's a barrel, mix them both, not half and half. Or
You're thinking
3/4.
total.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now with it, 7
Not
years.
taking partials.
I wouldn't think. Granted, there, as you said, there was 180 bottles, but you don't know if that was half a batch or.
Does that say Hooch Barrel Society on the back bottom left hand corner, right hand corner? Looks like I don't know. It's just weird. It's got a little crest or something on there. But I swear to God, it looks like it says Hooch Barrel Society.
No, it actually says Hooch Barrel Club.
Oh, my bad. That's so
That's
much
better.
better.
I mean,
I mean, honestly, yeah. If you're going to call something Hooch something, it probably should be a club, not a society. Society's much more uppity than Hooch.
yeah. Well, not from an endorsement standpoint, but I originally got this from the Happy Hour Liquors out of Lexington.
Oh, yeah.
They're the one who actually
Aaron's
did
a
this
good dude.
pick, and
Yeah.
so yeah.
it's good. It's just very different from
It's real different.
I'm not mad at it by any stretch.
And I mean, considering some of the more recent Abrianas releases that we've tasted, I'm enjoying this.
Oh,
from
yeah.
from that standpoint, because I think it comes in very clear, distinct. You can tell what it is, and I think there's an added, weirdly enough, more sweetness to that already kind of relatively sweet cinnamon sugar, snickerdoodle, whatever you want to call sugar
the
cookie you want
embryon's
to call
not,
it.
the embryon's not being lost.
No,
Okay,
not one bit.
I need other people to put a drop in, please, because I want to know if you all get what I get.
Well, are
Carl-
you? Is
Carl stole my water. Carl.
Well, I can't help you there.
Carl stole my water.
this? I mean,
The
Because
worst
he
part
had
is
one
he already
in-
had his own.
Exactly.
Right in front of
He
him.
still stole mine. It's
I'm a hoarder. Sorry.
apparently.
the asshole move.
Yeah.
Put a drop of water.
Thank you.
Barbara's like, please put a drop. Come on in. I want somebody else to commiserate with me.
I'm sorry. I want to know if everybody else gets what I get.
this is kind of the mind blown. Something's on her mind. Look,
Do we know? She got the arms behind her head. Her eyes are 3 sizes this normal size. Of course, that usually happens after this many drinks anyway.
Yeah.
But
true.
Oh, whatever.
I'm getting a lot more pepper.
Okay.
it's got a different spice to it for sure. But I still get that Ambriana still coming through on the nose.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just saying taste and nose is more pepper.
I've not tried it yet.
I think Dan may have it with me.
Now, I'm not getting as much cinnamon sugar. It's still coming through, but it's very muted.
It's
It's way in the back.
Yeah, it almost goes. It almost goes up your nose.
Yeah.
With a weird spicy, like,
But like right on the tip of my tongue, it is only honey.
yeah, it's definitely
Like
more than
only
honey.
honey.
Yeah,
There
that
is
sweetness
nothing
definitely came
else
forward.
there.
But it's the honey heat. It's not
Yes.
even that typical honey sweetness. It's honey heat.
no, see, I get the honey sweet.
I don't get the honey sweet.
I get the honey.
heat.
I mean, it's like
I'm with you.
hit me in
Yeah.
the face, honey sweet,
Yep.
and then that very back is where that heat comes into
Yeah.
play.
That heat is all in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
the heat
no.
is all in the back.
All right. So
I'm getting that for like, I'm getting that honey heat on the front, and it's traversing the palate all the way to the back.
I'm not getting it on the front.
Did you make Nick read over Christmas? And I didn't know. Like he read like 5 or 6 books. He's getting all these big words. Traverse. And you going to use the word harkens here in a minute? Talking about the days where we were going back and doing shit, man.
Hey,
That I remember that.
one a day vocabulary. Just pull it off the calendar.
There you
Okay.
go. Is that what it is now?
Gotcha.
Every
Is it
day's
right
a new
below the
word.
joke?
Hey, my calendar at work is literally 365 of the stupid, dumbest things you can hear. And there have been some doozies.
A bunch of barbarisms on there, huh?
Bingo.
All right, so we've tried both. This to me is fairly easy. I'm gonna say I actually prefer them both neat. I'm actually, and I was surprised because I really thought I was gonna go with the good times. I'm gonna go with the Mizunara cask.
I do too.
I really like that delicate, like stone fruit. I like the sweetness that comes through. Either one of them with water are not good. They're just they are completely different than what they started out as. So I'm going to take them both neat. I'm going to take Mizunara first, the Amuburana honey second.
I'm with Scott. I like the Mizunara is just something a little different
Yeah.
from
it's,
what I'm traditionally used to drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
I'm with you.
refreshing.
I
It's,
agree.
It's
I mean-
almost like that's something you could drink even in the summertime. Like that
Yeah.
is
Oh,
a summertime
absolutely.
bourbon.
It's so light.
Yeah, it's so light and crisp.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just something so different for me. It's nice to have. Something.
Yeah.
Nick's deciding. I think
I
we
know.
might be swaying his
He's
vote.
debating.
Mizunara.
What? I've already answered.
I couldn't remember. I ignored you. Sorry.
Well, you do that all the time, so I don't care anymore.
For me, I have actually really enjoyed both of them. Both of them have their own appeal. I do enjoy that Amuburana with honey because I'm not getting that honey heat that I've gotten from bourbon.
So many honey barrels, yeah.
Yeah, so many honey barrels that have been out there. It's actually, I can drink it. I'm enjoying it. I'm not getting that honey heat. But you're right that Mizunara is just a different beast.
Yeah.
In and of itself. And I think I'm going to go with the Mizunara with you guys on that just because it can be considered an anytime drink.
It really is.
Yeah.
You could, sit there and drink it with a pinky up,
Yeah.
type stuff. It just one of those things. Is like
I think a fair number of women that don't drink bourbon would drink that and be like, "Hey, it's not bad."
I think if you got somebody that hadn't really drank bourbon more and gave them this, they probably would like it.
Yeah, I think that's very
Possibility.
plausible.
I like I said, I'll go back to my original what I said about that bottle. It's just sweet and delicate.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And you don't get that often, especially off of a 7-year-old bourbon. Like that's when you start to get enough of those ethals and tannins and all the good things that you want out of a good solid bourbon is in that 7 to 9-year-old sweet spot. And it's just so delicate and light fruit. I really enjoyed it.
All right, Scott. So I just literally picked up that cup and just smelled it again.
The Mizunara?
Yeah,
Yeah.
tobacco.
It does. Yeah.
It's like boom.
I mean, it's still going to go back to the
But
core.
it went straight tobacco after we added water to it though, remember?
It did.
Yeah.
yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm not surprised that that's what it smells like at this point.
Thwart.
But it killed the flavor.
It did kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, whatever.
I think that's our review. If you want to find Bourbon Barrel Talking, find us on Facebook, the Instagram, or the X. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. That way you can get them, whether it's through Spotify, iTunes, iPods, whatever. Get those episodes as soon as they drop on Sunday. Also, make sure you answer or send any questions to bourbonbarreltalk@gmail.com. This is Scott, Nick, Barbara, and Carl signing off. Peace.
Peace
Don't forget
out.
to share.
Prost.